everybody, and welcome to another episode of Blood on the Razor Wire TV, where we bring it to you real and we bring it to you raw. Today, I'm bringing on a guest that's from LA. This brother was 19 when he went to prison with a 43-year sentence. I was able to do his legal work and help him get out of prison, and he's now free. So I'm gonna let Solo, tell all of you about him and his situation and how he ended up in prison and where he's from. Solo, tell the people about yourself, man, where you're from and your situation, man, with your prison sentence and all of that.
All right. So my name is Solo. My real name, Mauricio LaFleur. I got locked up when I was 19. It gave me 527 month sentence. I'm from Los Angeles. I guess you would say retired Crip. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, Chad helped me out a whole lot. I got out on the stacking. I filed for compassionate release under the stacking issues, and I've been out. I want to say 17 days now, and it's feel great.
That's what's up, man. Let me ask you this: you grew up in LA, right?
Right.
Tell the people what it was like growing up in LA, man.
I mean, it was kind of rough, but I had my mother was 15 when she had my older brother. She was 16 when she had me. So of course, just like every other guy or every other inner city guy coming up, my grandmother pretty much raised me until she passed away. You know what I'm saying? So I did end up graduating though from high school, but the streets was always calling, and the homies from the hood, we robbed banks over there. So that's what I chose to do. You know what I'm saying? I see the homies out there getting money, and that's what I want to do. I'm gonna get me some money too. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we did it.
So, I mean, in your neighborhood, man, was it all Crips where you're from?
Yeah. We got we don't get along with, well, at the time we didn't really get along with anyone around us. So we got Crips to like three sides of us, and then it's a blood set right across from us also.
Were you beefing with the Bloods back then? I mean, I remember seeing a lot of shows back then. Things were hectic, man. Some of the homies were dying. Is that kind of what was going on in your neighborhood?
Yeah, I lost three close homeboys from my immediate circle. You know what I'm saying, due to gang violence.
Let me ask you this. Like I said, you went to prison at 19 years old. What was it like, man, when you were sentenced to 43 years? How did you feel inside, man?
I mean, it lightweight crushed me, right? But I knew that I have a good family support. So for them that stuck by me, I figured that I can't be in there acting out, and you know what I'm saying, and just because I know that they waiting for me to get out. But it was rough considering when I was 19, my mother was 35 when I went to jail, and for her to ask me, "Do you think that I'm gonna be alive when you get out?" I mean, that's kind of rough. You know what I'm saying?
I've been there, man. I know. I've been there with a 40-year sentence when I was 24, man. So, I knew your pain. I knew what you were going through. And when you reached out to us, man, me and Weldon, I took on the case. And, I'm happy that we were able to get you out of prison, man. And you're out here now
Right.
and you can live your best life. But I kind of want to talk about prison too, man. Because being that you're from the West Coast, your prisons are much different than the prisons on the East Coast. What was your first prison you went to?
Well, I started off at Lompoc Low. I started off with a 15-year sentence, and then in 2004 they sent me back to court, and I had two co-defendants on my first indictment. You know what I'm saying? When they sent me back, I'm the only one got indicted on that case because I figured it's because they felt that by me having 15 years and faced with a consecutive 29 years, they figured that, you know what I'm saying, I would tell or whatever. And so they sent me back to court. And since I wouldn't tell, I wasn't offered any deal. And I was given the 25 years for the second 924C and 46 months for the bank. And so Yeah. So once I got back from court, that's when they sent me to Lompoc Medium / USP. I got there in '04. They changed it over to the from the pen in '05, and so it was the yeah, as you say, the system in California is a lot different. 'Cause I also did time in West Virginia on the East Coast, and it's like night and day.
Let's talk a little bit about Lompoc, man. Was there a lot of gangs in there? I mean, right when it was changing over from USP to FCI?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, when I first got to when it was still a pen, I want to say it was about it's probably about 200 Crips on a compound. So it was definitely different from from when I first got there to the low. Definitely different.
So let me
It's
ask you
like night
this:
and day.
was there a lot of violence there when you were there? Did you see some things happen there?
Yeah, yeah. I seen a little bit. Yeah. No, I haven't seen that.
Did you see people get stabbed in there?
I seen a couple of them.
I'm sure, man. I mean, when we're in those places, man, we see some dangerous things, some violent things, and especially on the West Coast, people handle their business, man.
Yeah.
I mean, where you're from, man, politics are big.
Yeah.
Was there? Let me ask you this, because on the West Coast, was there Aryan Brotherhood dudes over there? I'm just curious.
Yeah, there were some.
Were they tough dudes? Were they soft? What type of dudes were they?
I mean, they really don't they don't interact with us, so I really can't say. I mean, it's not like a lot of blacks don't really. I would say that we're not racist. I wouldn't say we're not racist, but we get along with pretty much anybody. But yeah, they really don't. There's a lot that they're not allowed to do with blacks or whatever. So we really didn't interact with that.
So on the West Coast, they're not allowed to do business with blacks, buy food from you, that type of thing.
Exactly.
So if you're making cheeseburgers and you're selling them on the compound, the white dudes on the West Coast, they can't buy them from you, right? Stuff like that.
At all. No. But now they can sell them to us, but they can't buy them from us.
What
Yeah,
about
imagine that.
what about the Mexicans? 'Cause I know there's a lot of Southsiders over there, man.
It's the same. It's pretty much the same with all the races on the West Coast. The whites, the Pisces, and the Southsiders.
No, but the Paisas do business with blacks, right?
Yeah, for the most part, but it's 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 still like a fine line with them also.
Okay, but I mean, so let me ask you that then, man, because people are curious. People that watch the show, they want to know about that, right? Like, so did you feel any kind of way, man, when the white dudes like they would sell you burgers, but they couldn't buy yours? Did that make you feel like, man, screw these dudes, man? Because I know I would feel that way. I'm just keeping it 100.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ain't no doubt. You know what I'm saying? But it's like see, it's certain ones because I got a real close friend who's white. You know what I'm saying? Luke Scarmazzo. You know what I'm saying? He got 22 years for weed, owning a weed dispensary. I just talked to him today, but he wasn't with the politics, and so we became close. So he's like, you know what I'm saying? He's like a brother to me. You know what I'm saying? A white brother. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got a chosen few who don't really abide by the politics. You know what I'm saying? That's grew up, and the way you grow up, you know what I'm saying. You got some dudes who in gangs, you know what I'm saying, Southsiders or whatever, who grew up with blacks. Now they come to jail, and they can't even hang with him or stuff, eat with him or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And so now I also got little cousins who's mixed, black and Mexican. So now it's like once they come to jail, they're gonna have to pick a side who they gonna hang with. You gonna hang with your black side or your Mexican side? Because you can't do both.
Well, let's hope that they don't go to prison. How's that sound?
Yeah, exactly.
Now they got their big cousin home, so you can definitely
Yeah,
talk to them and tell them what it is, man, and what it's like, and hopefully, man, steer them from going down the wrong path.
exactly.
Definitely, robbing banks ain't worth 43 years of your life, man.
At all.
It's definitely
At
not.
all.
Were you ever in any other USPs, or was it just Lompoc?
Just Lompoc.
Just Lompoc.
Yeah, I did 10 years there, and from there I went to Mendota. From Mendota, I went out to the East Coast.
So now you're sentenced to 43 years. You're sitting in prison. You're a young man, and you're probably reflecting like 43 years. I'm 19. You're gonna be like 62 years old when you get out, right? Devastating.
Yeah.
People that never, I say this all the time, man. People that never wore our shoes and never danced our dance can never know how we really feel. You know what I mean?
Right.
But we've been there, man. We both been in that position with 40 years or better, and always wonder, man, am I ever going to get out of here? Did you feel that way? Did you ever wonder, like, man, am I ever going to make it out of here?
Yeah, ain't no question. Yeah, but it's like I knew that I can't just lay down. You know what I'm saying? I was always, still fighting, looking for that one case that might, let me out.
No doubt, man. I'm glad that you did it. I'm glad that you kept pursuing. And like I said, in your case, man, we set precedent because your case was different than most cases where the government argued and said, oh, no, this is a real stacking 924C charge because you had a case in one state and then you had another case in another. And we argued and said, no, that ain't what Congress meant. What Congress meant was you went to jail, didn't learn your lesson, got out, caught another gun charge, and then you get the second 25 years. And we were able to convince your judge, man, to get you out. How's it feel to be free?
Oh, it's great. It's great. I'm still. It's like I'm trying to figure out why the time wasn't moving so fast when I was in jail. Because it's great just waking up and when I want to, going where I want to go. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot has changed. A lot of new technology and everything is just great.
Let me ask you this. Is it difficult at night for you to sleep and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think last night was the first time I was actually able to sleep the whole night through.
Believe me, man, I had trouble, man. I still have trouble sometimes, man. You just got to keep your head up, keep pushing, man. And if you ever need anything, man, I told you before, man, call me, man. You need someone to talk to, call me, man. I want to see you do great things with your life. Let's talk a little bit more about the prison system, man. Let's talk a little bit more about politics because a lot of people are interested in politics. So Luke Scaramouche is your friend, right? I know Luke. So you guys where were you guys at together? In California, in Lompoc?
We was in Lompoc together and Mendota.
Okay, so let's say back then you guys were in Lompoc. Could you and him be cellies over there? Would that have been allowed?
No.
Would your homeboys have been mad if you guys were cellies? Would they have checked you and be like, yo, homie, you can't have no white boy sleeping in there?
I mean, to be honest, I know that that's something that I'm not allowed to do. So I wouldn't even put myself in that position, being that what the politics is. And him knowing what the politics is with himself and myself, we wouldn't put each other in that position.
I just want the people to know because, people are curious, man. They're curious about prison and what's really going on in there. So you guys couldn't have been cellies. I mean, I know that. Maybe the viewers didn't.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of like an unwritten rule, right? And, some people, like when I went to Big Sandy, I had, they had told me the same rules, whatever, as soon as I got there. And, they would explain, look, man, it's better this way because we got the white car, they got the black car, they got the Mexican car. It's better this way. That way we don't intermingle, we don't have no trouble, and it doesn't turn into something big, right? Because I know you probably done seen homeboys, fight each other in there, right?
Right.
I just did a video today when I was in USP Lee where the North Carolina and the Virginia dudes got into it. The Virginia dude, they ran together, but the Virginia dude stabbed the North Carolina dude in the face, and they were all in the same car. But when that happened, it became a big problem where the North Carolina dudes attacked the Virginia dudes, man. And, people, a lot of the shot callers try to avoid that type of stuff. So you said you're a retired Crip, right?
Right.
They give you that respect and let you walk away, or how's that work?
Yeah, well, it's like this. I know where I'm from, and anybody that know me know where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? But as far as me getting back out there on the front line and doing all that, nah, it's over with for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna be from where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? It's that's not the lifestyle I'm living right now. I came home to be my family. You know what I'm saying? I'm spending time with my family. I'm living my life now.
I commend you for that, man. For real, man. Because some people get out and they go right back. They go back to the streets, and before you know it, they're back in jail, wishing they had another second chance when they already blew their second chance. So
Mhm.
let me, and not on no disrespectful stuff. I'm just asking you straightforward questions. As far as walking away, the homies had to respect you, man. You didn't tell on them other
Right.
two dudes, and they never did no time. You held it down at 19 years old. You did what a lot of 19-year-olds don't do, brother. You held it
Mhm.
down, man. And I'm
Right.
sure you ever see that show First 48 while you were in there?
I those type of shows, I glanced at it and I seen where as soon as the dude get in there, they start telling how to. But those type of shows I really don't watch because I don't condone, what I'm saying, the things that go on.
Well, the reason I say that is because there's a lot of 19-year-olds on that show, man, that they're gangsters in the street. And when they lock that door, man, things change. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
Plies, I know Plies got a song out called First 48. I don't know if you ever heard it, but check out that song, man.
All right.
So let me ask you this. Being that you were 19, you went to prison with a 43-year sentence. If you could talk to the younger Solo, right? And tell
Right.
Solo about prison and the experiences that you had and try to curb that direction, what would you tell your younger self?
I would say it's not even worth it. These few little dollars you're getting going up in them banks, it's not even worth it. See, at the time, I didn't know what a 924C was. I didn't know that you could possibly go to the feds and the feds gonna pick your case up and your whole life be over with. Saying, but I have because both of my co-defendants had been to the state before for robberies, and they both was out they went to the state and they was out within a couple of years. So I'm like, all right, if we get caught, I'm gonna be out in a couple of years. You know what I'm saying? But that's not how it went. I did 20 years and 7 months.
Do you feel like you spent the best years of your life in there?
Of course, they took all my 20s and 30s.
And how old are you right now?
I'm 40 years old.
You're 40 years old, man, but you still feel young?
Yeah.
You still look young, you still feel young, man.
Yeah.
You gotta come
Yeah.
out here and live the best life, man. Live your best life like that song says.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to see you do, man. I want to see you live your best life. So,
Mhm.
we got a bunch of kids out here, man. Some kids watch the show. Some parents write me and tell me, hey, I got my son watching this video. And you just dropped a jewel. You said, look, man, robbing banks and doing all this nonsense for a couple dollars don't mean anything.
Right.
So a mother that's watching the television right now or watching the video, or a father, what would you tell them to tell their son or their daughter that's in LA right now, that's getting involved in gangs, or robbing people or shooting people? What would you tell the parents, man?
I would tell them that like it's I feel that it's hard for kids to really listen to their parents because they feel that their parents ain't been through the things that they've been through, not knowing that their parents have. You know what I'm saying? So like I try to tell 'cause I got younger cousins and everything. So I try to tell them that I done been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? I done seen a lot. And what they think that they doing now, people done did it before them. And people done did it before me. And you know what I'm saying? That's why they got laws. So they got a law for everything you out there doing. So whatever you think you're doing, it ain't nothing new. You know what I'm saying? And whatever it is you're doing, it ain't worth it. At the end of the day, it ain't even worth it. Because now when you out there hanging with your homie that you think is really your homie, 9 times out of 10, if y'all get caught, he gonna tell on you. So now y'all not even homies no more once you get caught.
Do you feel like you suffered? Do you feel like you suffered, man, for real?
Yeah, of course. But see, the thing is, like I knew even though I didn't know I would be gone for so long, I knew what I was doing was wrong when I was doing it. You know what I'm saying? So that's a decision I made. So I'm not bitter about nothing that happened in my life or nothing because I know that it was my decision to make at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And neither one of my co-defendants told. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Hey, I respect it, man. It is what it is, like you said. I'm glad that you were able to come on the show, man, share your story, because it means a lot when we get a brother on the video and he comes on here and he says, "Look, man, I was 19 years old. I was on the wrong path. I committed these robberies, didn't know the law, and you know what? I ended up with 43 years in prison, and I served 20
Mhm.
years. And by the grace of God, man, you were able to get out of prison. And for you to be able to,
Right.
deliver that message, man, maybe someone's going to listen. Maybe someone's going to say,
Mhm.
damn, I didn't know I could get 43 years. Damn, I didn't know what a 924C is. Maybe I
All
probably
right.
shouldn't rob this bank. Maybe I shouldn't be out in these
Mhm.
streets doing these drive-bys or shooting at people." because their life could be gone in the blink of an eye. So look, man, I'll give you an opportunity to say anything you want to say before we close the show, man. And I appreciate you being here, brother.
Yeah, I just want to. I still got 2 co-defendants. You know what I'm saying? That's locked up. Dante McFarland and Cornell Wilson. So now that I'm out here, I got to put it out there and get behind them and make sure they free too. Because even though I'm changed, I know they're changed too. You know what I'm saying? And although the judges both filed for compassionate release also, and they was both denied. You know what I'm saying? But so now my fight is for them.
Well, you know what, man? Clemency might be an option for them. That might be the path they got to go on, man. And me and you will talk about that after the video. But I'm gonna close the show, man. Blood on the Razor Wire TV. I hope everybody liked the video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and share the video. And with that, until tomorrow, we're out.